crazy, crazy times, guys. It's time. It's time to get dangerous. It's time to break off from the enemy. These people, these groups, these institutions, organizations who label you based on your gender, religion, economic, skin color, or some other, real deep character-based quality. Anything other than your education, experience, and content of character. Time to get away from that. Get away from the overlords who want your mind confused, your heart scared, your ass in compliance. No original thoughts, no serving one's best interests, no understanding or knowing oneself. And you know why? Because sheep are easy to control. I hope you're ready to bust out of the cage and leave the farm. And the way that you do that is you find the real you. Identify the real you so that you don't get brainwashed. I'm talking about the you that your friends and family, people who are close to you can clearly see. The one that maybe no one else even knows except you. And the real you might be hiding as a fraud or a fake in some group or gang or hanging out in a fantasy world someplace to hide so that it's safe from exposure. It's usually common actually in three types of people. One is from a traumatic childhood where we're forced to serve the selfish interests of some abuser that was in our lives, someone who imposed over-the-top punishments for the benefit of the punisher, not the child. And then after years of don't be who you are propaganda, we're left with, so who the hell am I then, right? The second one is usually after a relationship breaks up, because you got to make adjustments to your life whenever you're in a relationship to make it work. So if you get rejected on the deepest level, right, now it all feels like this huge self-betrayal, okay? And then you're left with this empty shell feeling, not just asking, who am I, but where did I go, The third one is probably the most common, and that's those who are failing to reach their full potential. They're stuck in a rut. This person is scared, defeated, influenced by mediocre people or the overlords or the media or the internet or whatever, But usually it's an unproductive environment like a dead-end job or an abusive relationship. Or maybe they're living in a household that just allows them to be some weak-ass loser that never takes action. Either way, all of these situations offer no sense of purpose and no sense of self. So I'm not wasting any more of your time. I want you to be empowered. I want you to know who you are as an individual. So let's get to it. Okay. So the first quick answer to knowing who you are is to be a witness to your own actions, like a fly on the wall, right? Third eye. Steve Maraboli, in his book, Life, the Truth, and Being Free, he writes, the universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. It gives you what you demand with your actions. So watch what you do. What you actually do, what you take action on, and what you don't. Okay, be aware what jazzes you up, gets you excited, and also what gets you down and bums you out. Ask yourself, what do I hate? What do I love? What am I passionate about? What will I fight for? Maybe even die for. But what if you're asking yourself all these questions and you just really are stumped? You're not coming up with anything, right? You're just feeling depressed. Well, I suggest you clear your mind, relax, and do something special for someone else. No expectations, no payment, or anything like that. Just do it for the reward of doing it. And then witness yourself doing it, right? How do you feel? What do you see in yourself? Okay, you might see something that your overlords may not want you to see. And finally, to know yourself, you need to be aware of your blind spots, right? The gaps in your awareness, we all have them. We do. It's usually easy to see in others, but it's pretty difficult to see in ourselves sometimes. So if you're serious about this whole self-awareness thing, getting to know who you are, get with some trusted friends and family members, somebody who's unbiased, okay? And give them the freedom to be honest with you. With an open mind, ask them a couple of questions. First one being, you know me, okay? Knowing me, if I were to stay focused on this one thing, whatever it is, I'd have a much better chance of achieving whatever it is I'm looking for in life, right? Whatever that thing is. And the second thing is, what are the blind actions, the things I do on a regular basis where if I stopped doing them, it would dramatically improve my performance and increase my chances for success, okay? And then give them time to answer with no debate. Let them be honest, and with a smile and a nod, thank them for the gift that they've given you, because they truly have given you a gift. Never take it up with them again, okay? You owe them that. So I'll wrap it up here. So yeah, you got to know what you want and what you don't want on a very deep level, right? To let those things motivate you into action. And then be a witness to those actions. That's 3, right? Be a witness to what you do. And if you're struggling, you're depressed, and you're just not getting it, you're not coming up with the answers, just stop thinking about yourself so much and go do something special for someone else, expecting nothing in return. And finally, be open to your blind spots and let some people that you trust give you some answers, and then take note of what they say, okay? And if you see the same answers pop up repeatedly for more than one person, you might have some work to do, right? Ring the subscription bell so that you get notices on a regular basis whenever I put these up. Now, I know this was brief, and I hope it inspired you to at least take the first steps forward to understanding who you really are in a world right now where they're literally rendering you faceless. And you're being defined by the most superficial, egocentrical, self-serving, who want to tell you who you are based on the shallowest, superficial elements. Understanding who you are is needed as a part of your journey forward in the near future. Please join the Midnight American. Join me on Facebook. Visit me over on midnightamerican.com and be a part of this movement, okay? We're going to become a better America, a better world, a better place by being better people. That's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. And until next time, know yourself better than you know anyone else.